What's up?
What's up, Lions Nation? Welcome into the We Are Lions Nation podcast live. This is the pregame show for the divisional matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. I am Andy Souls, and joining me as always, my two brothers from another mother. We got Logan Erickson and Mr. Mike Birch. What's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
Hey, good. How are you doing, Andy?
Doing awesome.
well.
Doing awesome. Can't complain. Well, we got an awesome show. Obviously, we're going to go over the game between coming up with the Chicago Bears, big divisional game for the Lions. Got some new stuff we're going to go over tonight. We're going to do our who you got pick for this week and give the results of the last week's as well. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a fun show tonight. So looking forward to it. Anything exciting going on with you guys as of late?
Not really. Nothing too exciting. My life is not exciting.
Other than this podcast, right?
Yeah, this is always exciting.
That's right, Mike. Yeah, I want to just remind everyone real quick, just make sure you are subscribing to the We Are Lions Nation podcast YouTube page. We have had some people coming in, and we really appreciate everybody that has come in and that's supporting us. Make sure you click that like button and ring that notification bell so you get all the up-to-date content when it's released, right, and you're notified. So let's go ahead and go on with the news. Just a couple things, not a lot. We already talked about most of the stuff that's been going on. One of the interesting things, I don't know if you guys have, you guys came across it at all, but there was this thing going on with Matt Patricia and his a burner account, which stems back. It's basically someone created a fake Twitter account is what happened. And the guy was named Dylan Campbell or Cardwell. He created a fake Twitter account and pretended like he was Matt Patricia and sent out a bunch of crazy tweets all the time after losses and stuff like that. So they were looking into it because it was a big story, like who Matt Patricia has this burner account, blah, blah, blah. And they were looking into it. Everybody thought it was real, but it turned out the kid came forward and said that he made it. There was one back in the day with Bill O'Brien. That's how all this got started. So he went ahead and created that. He used the name Eddie P. Lions fan, which Edward is Matt Patricia's middle name. So that's where he got that from. And, created this legit Twitter account, pretended like he was Matt Patricia. He was sending out crazy tweets to like Detroit sports writers, and it was but they were funny. They weren't like realistic, but it was pretty funny. I read some of them today, so I just wanted to give an update on the follow up of that, what actually happened, and where that stemmed from, because that was kind of going around social media and stuff like that. So, what do you guys think about Matt Patricia's fake Twitter account that some dude created?
That's crazy, man. Like, why would you go through the time and effort to do that? I don't know. Seems like the guy's got not much of a life.
Right. He said that it got bigger than what he thought it was, and then he finally just decided that he's got to put an end to it, and so he did. But yeah, I don't know why you would take the time to do that, but that's where it was from. So it wasn't like some hidden Twitter account where Matt Patricia was talking all his trash or saying all his crazy stuff. It wasn't really him. So yeah, I just wanted to run that by you guys. Other news: Lions tight end T.J. Hockenson is jumping out to an early lead in the Pro Bowl voting. He has 88,236 votes and leads all tight ends right now as of Wednesday. So big kudos to T.J. Hockenson for leading all tight ends in the NFL. That's big news.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I can't wait to see him, in the future in the playoffs. Hopefully we can get in the playoffs here soon and have him on that team, because he's going to help us win a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Mike, what do you think about the big news for T.J. Hockenson?
Yeah, I'm excited by that. I mean, T.J. Hockenson is one of my favorite guys to watch. I like I like the big plays he comes up with every week for us almost, and I'm hoping for good things out of that nomination.
Yeah, obviously, TJ Hawkinson is one of my favorite players right now. So I was super happy to see that. I mean, a lot of big things. You got TJ Hawkinson, #1 tight end for the Pro Bowl votes. Calvin Johnson going into the Hall of Fame 2021. A lot of good stuff happening, for some guys for the Lions. So that's awesome. Other thing I just noticed today, Adrian Peterson had a press conference about DeAndre Swift. And he basically said that DeAndre Swift has not been himself since he had that concussion. He said it hurts to see him going through this. He said, I can't wait to see him be himself again, back on the field. We miss him a lot out there. That's basically the gist of what he said. But, Adrian Peterson doing that leadership role, still feeling, he got some concerns about DeAndre Swift. He said Swift in the locker room just doesn't have the normal energy that he used to have. And I want to bring this up to you guys because I know concussions in sports can be a big thing. If you follow NASCAR at all, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s career ended because of concussion. And, that can take you right out of a sports career. Logan, what is your take on that? Is there any concern that Swift's career could be cut short because of these concussions?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, you look around the league, you look at history in the NFL. There's been a lot of people that have ended their career based on concussions because they couldn't take the hits anymore. When you get whiplashed around on the ground, you don't realize it, but just the lashing of your neck when you hit in the ground, that could give you a concussion. So it's always a serious thing. I mean, you look at Javid Best, for example. We lost him because he was getting too many concussions to the point where he had to end his career short. So I'd hate to see that in DeAndre Swift because I see a lot of potential in him. So
yeah, that was my big worry too. Was I don't want to see another guy that could just be an outstanding running back for us, career cut short because of an injury like that. But it worries me coming out. Is he going to be able to perform the same way he was if he's still having some kind of, concussion symptoms? I'm assuming they won't play him until he's fully healthy. Mike, what's your take on that about Swift's concussions and the overall, how that could affect him going forward?
Well, it's something I hate to think about, honestly. I mean, I'm very optimistic and hope that it's just a passing thing here, and he goes on to have a great career. And this is the the last we speak of it. But I mean, it definitely is a concern. But I hope it's, like I said, just a passing thing. He recovers from it and goes on to greatness.
Yeah, let's just pray that we don't see another Javid Best moment for DeAndre Swift, because like you said, Logan, that guy has so much potential, and he could be our star back for sure. So I definitely want to see him get healthy and get better. Next thing, a lot of talk about Darrell Bevel's first practice on Wednesday. A lot of people were saying it was amazing. Everybody was like, he had the special teams out there. He had music blasting. The special teams guys were just dancing around, having fun while they're practicing. Of course, they're still practicing, but they're having a good time doing it. All the players were saying they were super happy with the way practice was going. I guess from what people were saying, it was just a totally different feel out there, and it was a totally different feel for the players. They were more energetic, and just a great overall practice. Sounds like to me Darrell Bevel's changing the spirits a little bit in Detroit. Logan, what do you think?
Yeah, I said it. He's going to bring a different kind of atmosphere to this team, and I see we're gonna have a huge turnaround. You're going to see a lot of different stuff in the games because he wants his players to go out there and have fun and work. Why not have fun? You're playing a sport for millions of dollars, that you love since you were a kid. you don't play football unless you love it. The money's just a bonus, but I
That's
just
right.
love to see that kind of energy from Bevel, bringing it to the players, just letting them kind of freelance out there on the field, get a little loose out there.
Yep.
You have to have a laid back atmosphere. I feel you can't be uptight, you can't be hard nosed. It only works some places.
Which
Obviously,
is a big difference from Matt Patricia. So, like you said last show, maybe that's going to be a sign going forward of a new attitude for the players. And I want to welcome into the broadcast Detroit Lions Pride, Tristan Williams. Thanks for watching, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
hey Tristan, thanks
Thank
for joining us. All right, so
All right, so we are going to go ahead and get on to the breakdown, which is this, the segment of the show. We're going to go ahead and break down the game, and I'll start it out. The Lions injury report, kind of lengthy, but here it is. First off is rookie Cephas did not practice either Wednesday or Thursday. Galladay did not practice either Wednesday or Thursday as well, and just Hand, he did not practice either day, Wednesday or Thursday. Okuda did not practice both Wednesday or Thursday. DeAndre Swift was limited on Wednesday and did not practice on Thursday. So that's something to watch out for there. Austin Bryant was limited on both days. Christian Jones did not practice on Wednesday, but was limited on Thursday. Matthew Stafford limited on both days, which I'm sure that's probably just a precaution. Again, it was just the thumb, so they're probably just taking it easy with that. Danny Amendola limited on Wednesday, but full participant Thursday. So that's a good sign for Amendola. And then we got Hunter Bryant full on both days, and Mike Ford back in action, full participant Wednesday and Thursday. So that's the injury report right now. Logan, as of right now, what do you think, man? Who's standing out there as maybe a concern?
DeAndre Swift, him not practicing today, that's a little bit of a concern to me. I want to see him back out on the field, and it seems like that concussion's kind of nagging on him a little bit more than what people expected was going to happen. One guy I'm excited to see finally suit up, hopefully, for a game, Hunter Bryant. There's been big expectations from that guy, the tight end, and I want to see him out there on the field in action. So
we talked about that before with the combination of getting Hawkinson and Bryant on the field at the same time, how dynamic that would be, and maybe we'll see it this weekend.
Yeah.
Swift is concerning. That's a big concern. Is it because they're trying to give him a break? Before the game? Is that a possibility? That's something we'll have to watch for on Friday, the rest of the week and see what his update is as far as, if he's going to play or not. But unfortunately, Kenny Galladay's still out. So that's another bummer. I was really hoping to see Galladay back in action this week. Mike,
Next
any of the
man up.
injuries stand out to you, buddy?
Well, I was just looking through here. I mean, it does say that Kenny Galladay and Swift's injuries are progressing. There's some optimism there, so that's good. I don't think that it'll be for this weekend like we were talking about, but can't wait to get to see them both back. And in the meantime, Adrian Peterson seems like he's been stepping up for us. Would love to add Swift to the mix, but if not, I think Adrian can get the job done.
As much as I'd like to see Smith in the game, I'd rather him be 100% healthy after that concussion than come in and be worse off right now, is what I'm thinking. Kerryon Johnson did good last week. So maybe they can run with that. Maybe Hunter Bryant in the game, that could change up everything. So a lot of things that could be great. And definitely concerning with DeAndre Swift. But like you mentioned, Mike, they're progressing through the injuries, so hopefully we'll be seeing those guys back soon. And I know, Logan, you have the injury report for the Bears. Is that what we got for the Bears?
All right, let's start it off at the top here. We got Nick Foles. Everybody knows him, the quarterback there that won the Super Bowl for the Eagles. He was a limited participant with his back injury on Wednesday, but a full participant today. So he might be progressing toward a start this weekend against us. So we better be prepared for that. Jimmy Graham, the tight end there, not injury related. Apparently, they give veterans rest now. So it was just kind of a resting period. He did not practice on Wednesday, was a full participant today. Then we got defensive tackle Akeem Hicks. He had a hamstring injury. He did not participate yesterday, but he was a limited participant today. Left tackle left tackle Charles Leno Jr. has a toe injury. Did not participate yesterday, was a limited participant today. Cornerback Buster Skrine, non-injury related, did not participate yesterday, full participant today. Linebacker Danny Trevathan, not injury related, did not participate Wednesday, but did full participant today. Offensive lineman Jermaine Ifedi has a leg injury, was limited participant both days. Then we got offensive lineman Rashad Coward. He had a knee injury, full participant both days. Safety Sharik McManus had a hand injury, but he was full participant both days. Outside linebacker Barkevius Mingo has a shoulder injury, full participant both days. Defensive tackle Brent Urban, ankle and a hand injury, full participant both days. Linebacker James Vaughters has a knee injury, full participant both days. Linebacker Josh Woods, foot injury, full participant both days. And then the big one that I seen on the injury report was linebacker Khalil Mack with a back injury, did not participate either day this week. So him not being in there could be a huge, huge advantage for us. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge news. That takes a lot. That takes a lot off of Matthew Stafford and the offensive line. That's for sure.
Yeah, they don't have to triple team anybody.
No.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the Bears injury report goes, that's really the big thing that stands out to me is Khalil Mack. I'm sure that's your take. Is that your take too, Mike?
Yeah, Khalil Mack that's a game changer right there almost. I mean, he's very concerning with the way our offensive line has been looking lately, and if he was healthy, would definitely be worried. So I think that'll, like you said, take some stress off of Stafford there, and that's good.
Absolutely.
One thing I don't understand about the injury report. Why do you put people that are not injury related on an injury report?
Probably
anybody answer that question.
Maybe the COVID thing. That's the only thing that comes to my mind.
No, it just said rest. Veterans rest.
Veteran rest.
Can't hang anymore.
Well, they just got beat down by the Packers, so they probably needed a little bit of rest after that.
Yeah.
They got. Yeah, Mike, I just gave your guys some credit there. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen too often, so they're too excited about it.
We'll take it when we can.
Well, Logan, what do we got for the face the stats for this game? What do we got stat-wise?
All right, we already know about Chicago's defense, all right, so I'm going to start there. Chicago's ranked 13th overall in defense in the league. Their passing defense is better than the rush defense. They're ranked 11th in the pass, 20th in the rush. Detroit, on the other hand, that's where we've been struggling this year on defense. Ranked 29th total defense this year. Kind of sad there. Pass defense, 26th. And rush defense, 28th. So not looking too good there on defense. Defensive matchup, it looks like Chicago's got us there. But let's go to offense here. Detroit is ranked 20th overall offense in the league. Our pass offense is ranked 13th, and our run offense is ranked 27th. Chicago, on the other hand, their total offense is ranked 31st. Their pass offense, 23rd, and their run offense is 32nd, dead last in the league. So I think it's going to be a defensive game here because it looks like our defenses match well with the offenses.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. Let's just jump, while we're talking about the game right now, so let's just jump into it. What do you got, what you would say, Logan, for your keys to victory for the offense and the defense?
Well, offense, obviously, you got to protect Stafford. He's our number one guy. You got to protect him. You got to keep him safe, keep him clean in the pocket. We got to run the ball effectively. Sorry about that, guys. A little mishap with the camera. But
Yes,
we gotta run the ball effectively. We gotta block. We gotta run the ball good. AP, get your game on, man. If Swift ain't in there, we gotta get open in the receiving end. Our receivers are one of the top in drop passes. Okay,
25.
gotta start
25.
catching the damn ball. That's what you get paid to do. Okay, do it.
Yep.
And then on defense, we gotta pressure Foles. Got to bang him up if he's going to be in there. If it's going to be Trubisky, got to bang him up. No quarterback in this league can take a bunch of hits over and over and over again and stay calm in the pocket. Eventually, they're going to start scrambling, and that's what you want with Nick Foles. He's not a runner. You get him out in the edge, and you can lay him out. Also on defense, we got to lock up the receivers. Allen Robinson historically tears us up every time we play him. Got to shut that guy down. He's one of a kind. And also in their backfield, we got to watch Tariq Cohen and David Montgomery. That's a pretty good duo of running backs. So we got to do our job and contain them as well. And I think we'll win.
Mike, what about you, man? What do you got?
Well, I think the biggest thing, like Logan said, is protect Stafford. I mean, he needs some confidence in that offensive line. If you can give him that, and the defense can force some turnovers, that could be a huge help on getting us a win there. And yeah, I mean that's my thoughts on it. Protect Stafford is the biggest thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Logan, you pretty much covered everything in your keys to victory. I mean, I think either Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky, whichever one of them starts, I think it's going to be Trubisky. I think that Foles is still dealing with some stuff. I know he wasn't on the report, but or unless I missed it, but
Foles was on the report, but it said he's a full participant today. So it looks like he's leading to start. I don't know.
Either way,
still up in the air.
We have a good enough defensive line where we can contain, as long as we can contain the run, I think we'll be okay. Because those two quarterbacks to me aren't that threatening. If we can get them some pressure on them, like you said, contain that run, that's going to be huge. Throw in some different blitz packages. You know what I mean? Fake them out a little bit. I didn't see his name on the injury report, but I thought I remember seeing something about Danny Shelton being hurt.
He got placed on the injured reserve.
So that's huge for the defensive line, stopping that run. Tariq Cohen's usually really good at getting on the outside, catching those screens. So we're gonna have to, get on him when he gets that ball, tackle. And yeah, I mean, as long as we can get pressure, throw in some different blitz packages, we should be good on defense. Offense, I agree with you, Logan, 110%. We got to stop dropping passes. We have to stop dropping the ball. Amendola is going to be back. That's going to open up some stuff. And then if Hunter Bryant plays, I think that's going to be something great to see. So who knows what the passing game is going to do without Khalil Mack in the game? That's definitely going to lighten things up for Stafford, I think, as far as the pressure goes. And the offensive line plays well. I think we have a good chance at this one.
Yeah, yeah, I sure hope so. I got him
This is
winning big this game. Okay.
You have to remember that this game is an unknown. We have no idea with Daryl Bevel as the interim head coach how things are going to play out. So it's going to be interesting to see how his coaching mentality, what effect that has on the players, even after just 1 week of practice.
Yeah, I think he's gonna rock it out, man. Like I said in the last show, I think he's gonna come in and they're gonna go undefeated the last 5 games, and I think he retains the head coaching job at the end of the year. I think Sheila
Yeah.
Hampton Ford's gonna see the difference in the chemistry on the team, the difference in the atmosphere in the locker room, and she's gonna be like, "We cannot do anything to change this or disrupt it. We need to keep this guy," and I think that's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Well, I agreed with you from the start when you said that in the last episode. Ever since you said that, and I brought up the point of why he's not even being talked about as the possibility for head coach. Nobody's talking about him. Everybody's writing him off, and I don't get that. I mean, why? When
He's
he's
the
an
dark
offensive
horse
coordinator,
candidate.
right? When he's an offensive coordinator under Matt Patricia, like you said, he has things that he has to follow, rules from Matt Patricia. Now he's doing his own thing, and it's going to be awesome to see how that plays out. Hopefully for the better.
He's going to have the final call this time on the plays that go out on the field besides Matt Patricia. Before, he had to check in with Matt Patricia before the plays went out on the field. Matt Patricia had to okay every single offensive play. So you think about all that offensive play calling. I know Bevel, and when he was under Pete Carroll and he had the reins of the offense and he was allowed to call the plays, that offense was on fire. So that's what I expect to see this Sunday is the offense clicking on all cylinders. We're going to put up massive points on the Chicago D. I'm telling you right now. But
let's hope
I just
so.
want to.
We haven't won any divisional games.
No, we're 0-3 against all three.
We need to start winning those right now. So let's hope that we do that.
It'll be a big win for Bevel too, for his first head coaching gig, getting a big win against Chicago. That's a big win. I don't care. People might say, "Oh, they're 5-6. They're not that good." That defense is stacked. There's no dispute on that at all. That defense is stacked, and anybody that puts up points on that defense is good in my book, and anybody that can beat them is good.
Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I just have to, again, agree. If you can stand up against their defense, I mean, like we talked about, Khalil Mack being out is huge, and hopefully stays that way, and that's to our advantage, But yeah, just looking forward to seeing the game this weekend and seeing what Bevel does. Bevel said he wants to bring back the excitement, which I think he's well on his way to doing so, and just looking forward to great things out of him.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. Well, while we're here, I'm going to let you guys know. Make sure you get out there, you subscribe to us, click that like button, click the share button. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Thank you all to everybody that supports us, everybody that likes our videos, everybody that shares us, everybody that is joined on our We Are Lions Nation Facebook page, who follows us on Instagram or Twitter. Thank you all so much. You're the reason why we do this. We do it for the fans. We are a fan first podcast, and we will always be that way, and we're always going to be no holds barred. So
absolutely. And we appreciate you all. We love doing this for you guys, and this is just a start for us. So thank you for hanging in there with us. Many great things to come. I do want to mention before we get into our in the zone players, earlier in the broadcast, you may have heard a toilet flush. That was my son. He came in here and went to the bathroom and flushed the toilet when I told him not to come in here and use this bathroom. He did it anyway. So just want to let everybody know that was a toilet flush. If you were sitting there wondering, was that a toilet flush? Yes, it was. That was my son.
I don't think I heard it, but
Did he wash his hands?
it's funny though.
Yes, he did. He did wash his hands.
That's good.
Yeah, you got to protect against COVID, people.
How about
Just
Mountain Dew?
No, make sure you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, okay? It's very simple.
Yeah. And make sure you wear pants when you do a live stream podcast.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot off my in the zone player first.
Yeah. We got
Okay. All right. I did have DeAndre Swift, but it doesn't sound like he's going to be playing. Let's just be honest. Doesn't sound like he's going to be playing. So I'm going to go AP. I think he came out last week with 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to come out this week and top 100 yards rushing on the Chicago defense. And he's going to get a pair of touchdowns again. So if you got him in your fantasy league, start that dude.
That's right. Start him if you got him, because Logan said so. Yeah, I was going to mention that. I love that pick, Logan. I was going to mention that earlier. Hopefully Peterson and Swift can, carry the load and pick it up while Swift's out again. So I love that pick. Mike, who you got for your in-the-zone player for this week?
I'm going with Marvin Jones Jr.
All right.
I think that he's been showing us some promise lately, getting some good catches for us, and I think with that offensive line clicking like we know Bevel can make him do, I think that I'm looking forward to some great things from Marvin Jones Jr.
Man, I hope so. I got him starting.
Amendola is back, and that's going to open up some stuff for Marvin Jones for sure. Yeah, so I love that pick, Mike. I had to do it again, guys. I had to do it again. TJ Hawkinson, in the zone player. TJ Hawkinson.
I love TJ.
85 yards, at least 85 yards, and at least 2 touchdowns for TJ Hawkinson this Sunday. We're going to see that guy in the end zone for sure, at least twice.
I guess we will see. Be nice to see, though.
Absolutely. Well, guys,
TJ Hawkinson in there twice and Marvin Jones in there 3 times. That's at least 5 touchdowns. That ought to do it.
And AP twice.
Yeah, boy, we're looking good.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We are. Better than the Packers. So, guys, we have one of our favorite segments. It's time for Who Ya Got. So, we finally have our scores from the last week results because the Steelers ended up playing the Ravens. So, we got our results. This week, I went 7-9. So not so good for me this week. So I am sitting at 27-19 right now. Mike and Logan right now overall both tied at 22-22. So that's where we sit right now. Did you guys count the Tampa Bay game?
What's that?
Yes.
Did you put in the Tampa Bay game? That Tampa Bay loss we never put in?
Yes.
Put that in?
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to.
I am still the Who You Got leader as of right now.
Not for long.
I took a huge hit this past week, so this is opening the door a little bit, but I'm going to pull away with my picks this week. Let's get to them. First matchup I got on the list here is New Orleans versus Atlanta. Who you got, Logan?
I got New Orleans winning that game.
Mike?
The smart money's on the Saints.
Me too. So that is a triple. We all are going with the Saints on that one. Next up, we have Cleveland and Tennessee. Logan?
I'm going to take Derrick Henry in that monster offense. I'm taking Tennessee at home.
Mike, who you got?
I'm going with the Browns. We've been seeing some good things out of them lately, and I'm going to go with the Browns, sticking with them.
Yeah,
Right.
this one was a toss-up for me. This was a tough one for me to pick. But I also thought of Mark Henry and went with Tennessee. That's exactly why I picked them, was because I thought of Mark Henry. So I'm going with Tennessee as well in that one. Next up, we got Cincinnati versus Miami. Mike, who you got?
I'm going with Miami on that one.
Logan?
Miami for me, too.
And that's Miami for me as well. So that is a triple for all three of us. We got the Jags against the Vikings. Logan.
I'm taking Minnesota, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Mike?
You know, the Vikings. You got to take the Vikings over the Jags all day long.
I went for the upset. I picked the Jags to beat Minnesota only because we need the Jags to beat Minnesota.
I like where your head's
They've
at.
only got one win on the season. One win.
I know, but they're going to have two after
Man,
this
you're
weekend.
crazy.
They're going
That's
to
like
have
picking
two.
the Jets to win.
Jets are undefeated in losses.
Right.
They want
We got-
Trevor Lawrence.
We got Indianapolis against Houston. Mike, who you got?
I have got the Texans in that matchup.
Ooh, going with the Texans. All right. Logan?
But
I am taking the Colts on the road. I think after that bad upset last week, I think they're taking it personally. I think they're going to come out and they're going to put a hurt on Houston.
Yeah, I based this one off of Thursday's game and the lack of really anything super great from Houston, and then the loss with Indianapolis. So I picked Indy as well, thinking they're going to have a big comeback game against Houston. We got the Raiders against the Jets. Who you got, Logan?
Going with Vegas.
yeah, the Raiders are
Mike?
where the smart money's at again. I mean, yeah, the Raiders.
I'm going for the ups. I'm just kidding. I'm not going for ups. I'm picking Oakland. I'm picking Oakland as well in this one.
Hey, it's not Oakland. Correction. It's Las Vegas.
Yeah, I forget. Okay, I forget.
Okay.
It's been Oakland for so long that sometimes it sticks in your head, just like Redskins.
You mean the Unicorns?
Never heard of them.
We got the Giants against Seattle. Logan.
This is a 4:00 kickoff game. I am going to go with Seattle at home because they are tough to beat with that 12th man.
Mike?
Yep. Go on with the Seahawks as well.
Yeah, and me too. I think Seattle's going to be way too tough for the Giants with all the fans that are not there. Well, we got
I want to say something real quick about the Seattle game. Josh Gordon just got reinstated to the NFL, and he is a receiver for the Seahawks. So if you're out there in fantasy, he's going to be available for the last 2 games. So it might be a hot pickup for you.
So he's not playing this week, though?
No, he's going to play the last 2 weeks of the season.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. We got the Rams going against the Cardinals. Mike, who you got?
I'm going with the Rams on that one. I think the Cardinals just suffered a big loss last week, I think, and I think that it's going to continue this week, and the Rams are going to take them.
Logan?
I went with Arizona.
And I also went with Arizona in that one. So Mike, the odd man out in that one. That's the thing, though. If you pick opposite, sometimes that works out. Like I found out last week, it works out and it doesn't. We got the Patriots going up against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Logan, who you got?
I'm going to take Justin Herbert and the Chargers at home. It's
Mike.
kind of the upset.
I am going with the Patriots, actually.
Oh, another one. Well, I'm going
I could
with
catch up big time on you this week.
I'm going with Justin Herbert as well, and the Chargers for that game. All right, we got the Eagles and the Packers.
Well, you both know who I got.
Who you got, Mike?
I got the Packers all day long.
Well, that's a shocker. I thought you were going to go the other way on that one for sure.
Who you got, Andy?
Logan,
Who you got, Andy?
I am going with, unfortunately, the Packers.
Oh, who's that? What did you say? Who are you going with?
The Packers.
Why is that?
I have to, because they're going to win.
That's right.
Logan, who you got, Logan?
I'm going with Philly. No, not really. I'm going with Green Bay all day.
That's right. That's
I almost picked Philly
threat.
just because I want the Packers to lose, but there's no way in hell that Philly is going to beat Green Bay. There's no way. No way.
Nope.
You know, you got Brett Favre in there, and it's going to be great.
Brett Favre.
Sunday night, we have Denver against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Logan, who you got?
The Chiefs.
Mike?
Well, the Broncos are still quarterbackless, I'm pretty sure, so you got to go with the Chiefs.
I did not know that. Who's quarterbacking for Denver right now?
Hinton? Hinton's
Who?
his name? Hinton. He's a practice squad receiver.
Man, Denver's had so many problems with quarterbacks. You think John Elway would be able to figure that out by now? He's a damn quarterback. Like, figure it out. Oh, my God.
So you taking KC then, Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Denver on that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going with Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes all day on that one. Monday night. Monday night. We have two Monday games. Early Monday at 5 o'clock, we have Washington versus Pittsburgh. Logan, who you got?
I am taking Washington to upset Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Washington's going to give them their first loss of the year?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going just the opposite there, and I'm going to say that the Steelers stay undefeated. Yeah,
I stayed with the Steelers as well. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't pick against them. I just feel like they're going to keep it going. The next game on Monday, the late game, the Bills taking on the 49ers. Mike, who you got?
I have got the Bills on that one.
Logan?
Bills.
And myself, I'm going with the Bills as well. So that's turkey for the Bills 49ers game. And then Tuesday, there is a game scheduled for Tuesday, and that is the Cowboys taking on the Ravens. Mike, who you got?
The Ravens in that one. I'm not a big Cowboys fan. I'm thinking the Ravens are going to pull it off.
Logan?
I'm going with the Ravens too.
And I also went with the Ravens as well. Now it's time for the big pick. The Detroit Lions and Chicago Bears. Logan, who you got?
You already know, one pride, Detroit. I got them winning huge, 42-17.
Wow. Well, all the touchdowns we said that all the in the zone players were going to get. It makes sense. Mike, who you got?
Well, my reverse psychology last week definitely backfired on us, so we're not going to do that again. I've got the Lions winning 35-17.
All right. I got Detroit winning as well, obviously. I gave Chicago a little more points. I said 31-21. I never seem to be too close as far as the score picks go. So I kind of just went with that. So we'll see how that goes this time.
Hey,
The
my
Lions
workout.
win 31-21. And that is it. That's all. Who you got picks?
I just want to take a moment here and give a shout out to the fans and say thank you for all the support. Please follow We Are Lions Nation on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please subscribe and like on YouTube if you would. We'd appreciate it. We love interacting with the fans. And hey, it's free. It's free. So please give us a like. Please give us a share. And if you have any questions or concerns or would like to recommend anything, we're open to whatever you got, and we'd love to hear from you.
Yes, well said, Mike.
Thank you.
Awesome. Could have done that better myself. Well, actually, I could, but what you get when you're a Packers fan. It is time for the final word, the last segment of our episode for the pregame show. I know it's sad, but it is for the final word. Mike, what's your final word, my man?
Well, I'm going to flash back a little to our earlier conversation about Galladay and Swift. I think at this point of the season, I agree with what you said earlier. Get 100% healthy, and that's where we need you. That's where we want you, and that's the safe bet. So take your time, get healthy, come back to us, and go on to greatness. And looking forward to the Lions whooping up on the Bears this weekend.
Heck yeah. Well said, Mike. Nice.
Couldn't agree more. Amazing.
And I see
back.
Andy's back now. So we'll get my final word here. Don't lose faith in Daryl Bevel. This dude's a genius. He's going to get this team turned around. Mark my word. He will be the head coach for the next 2 to 4 years, guaranteed.
Logan, I like your thinking. I agree with you. Don't push him out yet because you never know. I'm just going to say I'm super excited to see how this plays out Sunday. I just really excited to see if we see a different team out there on that field Sunday or not. Let's hope we do. Again, happy that Matt Patricia is gone. Just throwing that out there as well.
Hey.
So, yeah. Go ahead. Who's going to talk? Somebody's going to say something.
Me. Hey, I just want to, before the show ends, I'm going to go ahead and do the fight song again. Hopefully get our team going this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right?
Get it.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave.
Yeah.
Stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Logan, for throwing the fight song in there. Great way to end it for us tonight. On behalf of Mr. Mike and the stat man, Logan Erickson, I am Andy Souls. Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you back here next Tuesday night live for We Are Lions Nation podcast live. One pride. Let's go Lions.
What pride?
We'll be talking about a win when we talk to you next.
Yes, we will.
Absolutely.
Victory Tuesday.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Good night.